Hi everybody, it's Sam. I'm going to share with you guys my capstone. For the most part, you have seen my capstone from when I shared it the last time. Not a lot has changed, but I'm going to go over essentially my project, essentially my ideas. So as you guys know, I am all about design, so I want things to be nice and clean. I don't have that many tabs, just have 3, and then from here you can then easily find other resources. So this is really geared towards other teachers, specifically art educators. Um, my initial project was about developing student ownership of their artwork, and I decided to use DBAE, which essentially is art jargon for disciplined based art education. And it's this theory that you include art history, aesthetics, and art criticism with art production. And it's how I learned art, and it's why I love art, making art more meaningful than just a pretty picture on a fridge or what we call refrigerator art. While I was including this, and I got some really great results, I also found out, I realized that I was really using technology to help me implement this into my classroom. And as someone who is implementing DBAE and technology, I was finding and experimenting and trying to figure out, like, what technologies really worked best for me to enhance my art classroom, which is drawing and painting. So no technology, and not something like as an afterthought. And so I basically want to share this with other art educators out there who maybe are struggling with DBAE or they're struggling with technology as to what I did, and maybe they'll have a better start or a handle, or they can see the uses of it who maybe don't buy into either or. So essentially, I have my homepage, I have my resources page, so there's lesson plans that I will have, tech tools that I've tried, things I don't like necessarily. Student work is probably going to be the most important. My research, which will include direct links to all of the actual articles and so forth that I did, my paper, my presentations, the standards, of course. There's stuff about me, which I'm not too excited about because who likes talking about themselves? So for me, it's all about the student work. And my colleagues, I'm not alone. I have 2 colleagues at my campus who really don't buy into either. But as we all know, like, you cannot escape Common Core, and you really can't escape technology. So for me, it's going to be about sharing student examples. So this is actually a student's Weebly page. Weebly has been really useful for me. I've been able to have my students do art blogs. They take pictures of their own artwork, and they're able to talk about each other's artwork, write artist statements, comment each other's work, see each other's work, get feedback in a semi-flipped classroom, because it does take a lot of time from the classroom, and I ultimately want them making art. And as you can see here, this is an awesome work. She actually drew this all from hand. If I scroll down, you can see here this is the original, and she included her inspiration for this, and then after learning color theory, she then colored it. So this technology is really to help her and take that ownership. Then the art blogs, this is where, so it makes it very professional. The art blogs is really where they can then express their aesthetics, or their aesthetic point of view, so they can tell me what they think is art, and continually question this. They all have this idea of what is and isn't art, what is and isn't beauty, and really pinpointing that down. So this one, they actually had to understand in color, watch a video on YouTube, write a response, and then take what they learned and analyze an actual work that they really liked. And of course, then they had to do comments and so forth. And there's various blog topics that they had to write about throughout the year. So for me, this is really important because I can do all the disciplines, and I'm getting technology in a way that isn't just an afterthought. It really is meaningful for my students, and artwork and the ownership of student learning is fully developed. So this is essentially where I like to take this, is really focusing on my student work and seeing the results, because a picture is worth 1,000 words, and really the results speak for themselves.